How has the current political climate affected your emotional well-being?
Um, well, the current political climate has put my emotional well-being at peace a little bit. I'm someone who understands that politics are for politicians, and we as a people need to make sure they're doing their jobs correctly. Um, I'm not one to get too wrapped up in, you know, what's going on and who, what, when, and where, but I do like to make sure that I am conscious of what's going on and who's in charge and, who the puppet masters are, if you will. I think our last administration kind of shook up the country a lot and divided us in a lot of ways that was pretty unfortunate. But I like to think that the dust is kind of starting to settle on that. It'll never fully settle. That's just unrealistic to think because people are always going to stand on one side, one way or the other. But as far as me personally, you know, as long as things aren't too crazy, I tend to kind of let them do their jobs. And like I said, just be aware of what's going on.
Have you ever experienced discrimination based on your race? And if so, how has that affected you?
Um, yes, absolutely. And I'm mature enough to not let it really affect me, because at this point, it's 2021, and I feel like anyone discriminating against someone based on anything, race, sexual orientation, anything like that, that tends to be more on them than the individual that's being discriminated against. It's unfortunate, but it's not going to go away. So I always take the high road, which is something I do in my business. Is I want it to be someplace where everyone's welcome. So I've dealt with it in there where I have had customers who have said things and I have to quickly remind them, listen, you don't do that here. This, again, it's 2021. We're trying to get away from all of that discrimination and bigotry and racism. And, we're all humans at this point. So let's get to that point. It's so inbred in some people that you really get to laugh at them at this point. At least I do. Every time I've been discriminated against or had someone say something to me that was maybe or was racist, I just laugh at them. Because at this point, you get to build your own life and be your own person. And, ignorance has no room in my world. None at all. So I don't let it affect me, because when you do, they win, whoever it may be.